Hello, welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about how to get started with recording, specifically in the context of dialogue. This will come up with when you work with projects that are film-based or animation-based, um, or even in the case you're working with a voice actor. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we can insert a track, track option at the very top, or you can hit Command T. You'll get a new track that pops in and it looks something very similar to this. Uh, Additionally, you're going to want to make sure that your audio is set up. So in this case, we're using a mic. We're going to go ahead and Command comma. It's going to bring up the preferences menu. Here, we're going to see that there's an audio device selected. And in this case, we're going to make sure that it's the interface we're using. So since we're using an interface, we also want to make sure that our microphone is connected and that if the microphone requires power, that it is getting the phantom power it needs. Okay, and here you can see that this is the interface we have that we're using. Channel 1 here will be the microphone connection. This is also set up to use two mics in case you do run into a situation where you need both. This is to ensure that the power is going to the microphone if it does require phantom power. This is typically the setup you'll be familiarizing yourself with, the headphone jack here, and then the balancing knobs as well. This is pretty much the basics for what most interfaces will look like when you go about setting them up. It looks like everything's good. We're getting a nice signal in our mixer. But just to be sure, we're going to just record a little bit, test it out and get used to the function. So we're going to hit record in the top hand here and make sure that this button here is armed. There's going to be a little bit of a rollout here and we should be able to hit record. Good. Check, 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 check. Cool. So you see that we have a bit of our waveform happening here. Check, 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 check. All right. And it sounds good. I mean, obviously we're not going to use this little bit of dialogue, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. For the example for this video and going forward, I'm going to use a little bit of movie dialogue from the movie There Will Be Blood. Two characters talking. I'm going to be reading both of their parts, and it'll help for editing in the future. So a little rule of thumb to follow is that when you are recording, you want to make sure that you leave a little bit of space in the beginning and a little bit of space at the end. Additionally, since I'm the only one who's reading these lines, I'm going to make sure that I have a little bit of space between each of the characters' parts. So that way I can kind of see it visually on the waveform and then also edit it down as I need to. Okay, so we're going to get started. Are you an angry man, Henry? About what? Are you envious? You get envious. I don't think so, no. I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed. All right, cool. Let's just give it a listen to and see if we like it. Are you an angry man, Henry? About what? Are you envious? You get envious. I don't think so, no. I have a competition. Okay, so everything sounds good. In the next video, we're going to go over a little bit about the editing techniques and what you can do to help yourself in the future for when you're editing down these two parts or when you want to make effects, a whole bunch of things. All right, thank you.